Hello guys, how are you doing? So, welcome back to my reactions, and as you can see I'm going to watch episode 3 of the second season of my teen romantic comedy today. So, this last episode had some really interesting moments, and we got to see this one with Toby trying to confess to Ina, and that apparently didn't end up happening because Iki decided to intervene and confess himself to Ina in order for her to say that she was basically not interested on a relationship right now. So yeah, that whole situation was a bit complicated, and we could see that there was some mixed feelings about it. We could see that Ayama was basically telling Toby that they could still hang out and things would go back to normal. So it was something that they dealt well with, and it worked out for them, I guess. But we could see that it really affected Yui and Yukino as well. So it was mostly on Yui because she really likes him, and we can see that she really wants him to change his way of looking at things. And mostly it is about him not really caring about how someone would feel about his actions, and it really affected her. That was really sad to see, and hopefully he ends up realizing that he really needs to change and stop doing these kind of things, or at least it's not really about him wanting to do something. It's mostly about the way he does these things. And yeah, hopefully this changes eventually, because it's really painful for Yui as she really likes him and really wants to be with him. So we'll see what happens. I'm definitely really curious to see where this is going. And we could see in the preview in this last episode that this one is probably going to be mostly about Yukino, and she's apparently going to make a decision, but I don't know which one. So yeah, I'm really curious about this episode, mostly because I really want to know a lot more about Yukino. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Either way, it's definitely going to be a really nice episode. So I hope you guys are ready, and let's start it. Yeah, we could see that she was playing with the cat. It was really funny in the preview. Yeah, a lot is happening. Well, not entirely wrong. Oh, hmm. Yeah, she has a point there. Yep, she's smart. Yep. Yeah, this moment. He just did. Damn, that was harsh. He's just trying to help. Really sad to see this moment sometimes. She's coming back. Oh, she's just, yeah, she's pretty sure that something did happen. She's really smart. It was a bit mean because she was only trying to help. But yeah, it's not easy to deal with Iki. And it's definitely not going to be easy to change him. Something special needs to happen. And I don't know if Yui is going to be the key to change him, but we know that she really cares about him. And I really like how there's so many emotions involved in this anime. It really makes you think about what's happening and understand the situation of each character. So I really wonder how I'm going to feel about every single one of them by the end of this. And by the end, I mean by the end of the third season. I believe it's going to be the last one as well. So the story will be most likely over at the end of that one. Really hope it's a happy ending though. But we can already see some not like big changes, but we can see that Iki is aware that sometimes he's wrong. That's basically the part he hates the most. Protect that smile. Everything is back to normal basically. Like nothing changes. Especially to him. I like how the logo of Coca-Cola is the real one, I believe, so they're probably sponsored by it. It appeared in the first episode as well. Hmm. Let's see what happens now. Just to remember about yesterday, so I wonder if this Yukino decision is going to involve the club. It's like nothing happened almost. Damn. Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, this is becoming really tense between them. Hmm. What's this one? Oh, she's really cute. Yeah. Oh, Nido. Hmm. Oh. Hmm. Well, yeah. Think back at it. Yep. Also that. Damn. Really complicated situation. Um. Oh, they're all important. Hmm. Yep. Yeah. Mostly his ways. He's always trying to figure something out, but his ideas never really take into consideration the feelings of the person he's helping. He just cares about results and that's it. Oh, that's Yukino's sister. She also looks a bit different. Oh, where are you looking at? She's always teasing him. Hmm. I wonder how that situation is going to end for that girl. Oh, um, hmm. Oh my god, is yeah, probably not. Here we go again. Friends is weird, but Biggs is okay. Oh damn. Hmm. Yeah, that's really sad. I know the feeling. Yep. Oh, just like that. Yeah. Yep. I really like her. Yep. Well, that too, but she likes you. Hmm. Oh, there's Yui. This is really sad to see. Oh, he's not really paying attention to her. She's trying so hard. Hmm. Girl is there as well. Deciding on something? Yeah, that would be probably the best. Too many details. Hmm. Yeah, who though? Hmm. Yeah, this situation between them coming really tense. Hmm. Really interested to see where this is going. It's becoming really, really serious. It always makes me really sad when I see Yui trying really hard to talk with Iki, and she's always trying to be happy and to not be like down or something. But in the end, is always the same. Never really paying attention to her feelings. That's really sad. You can see that it's happening again. It's going back to these methods, and they don't agree with it. This is affecting them a lot. That's for sure. It's also interesting to see that girl. I don't think she was introduced before. Maybe she appeared in some of the flashbacks, the one that he liked before. And yeah, that was something really interesting to learn. I don't know, I was trying to compare that situation to this one between him and Yui right now, but I don't think that would be right. Declaration. Hmm. That title though. Basically implying that she's going to make a declaration. I'm not sure about what, but yeah, that kind of gives me some ideas. We'll see what happens. But this episode was really nice. We got to see a lot of like this situation between all of these three guys, and we can see that it's not really easy for them to deal with Iki and his way of thinking. And we can see that both Yui and Yukino are trying a lot to make him realize that. But yeah, it's definitely not easy. He's not really willing to change, and that's the worst thing possible. I mean, when you're trying to change someone who's not willing to change, that just becomes almost impossible. So I'm really curious to see how they're going to do it, how they're going to try and make Iki realize that, and not really like realize, because we can see that sometimes he realizes that what he's doing is or his way of doing is wrong, but it's not like it really influences him after that. So he basically goes back to normal, and as like if things are like this, it's completely fine to him, which is a bit sad. So yeah, hopefully something eventually changes, but we'll see about that during the course of this season. But right now I'm really interested on this situation between Yui and Iki. We could see that he basically loved someone, and that someone never really cared about him, and we could see her attitude in this restaurant as well. It wasn't really pleasing to see. But yeah, we also see this one between Iki and Yui, and how she's trying really hard to get him to notice her, and he's not really like doing anything. So this is a really painful situation for Yui, and hopefully this gets sorted out as soon as possible, because I really don't like to see Yui in this situation. She's just trying her best to change him and to be together with him as well. But yeah, we'll see what happens from now on. It's definitely a really interesting situation, but I'm a bit afraid of some things. I was actually a bit afraid during this episode that he would might be expelled from the club or something. But yeah, it's not happening right now, and hopefully that doesn't happen. But we can see that Yukino is really not happy about Iki and about his way of doing things. And yeah, we'll see what happens with this specific girl as well, and how they're going to solve this problem about her not really wanting to be elected. Because, like, in a way, he was not entirely wrong. He was basically looking at the solution and basically implying that she would fail at this speech and she would not be one to blame. But I don't know, he wasn't really taking into consideration of what she would feel about it. And yeah, it would probably not be too good for her, unlike what he thinks. So yeah, it's going to be nice to see what happens with this specific situation. But yeah, we'll get to see more in the next episode. I'm really curious about it, and to see what exactly is going to be Yui saying to him as well, or at least I'm expecting uh, it to be her saying something to Iki. I'm not sure about what. It's a declaration, but I'm not too sure if it's going to be about love or about something else, because we know that she loves him, but I'm not too sure if it's going to be about that or not. So yeah, either way, something definitely needs to happen in order for this guy to change about of his ways, but it needs to be something really big, something that really affects him in a way that makes him realize that he's not acting as he should. But yeah, it's going to be really hard for that to happen. I'm really interested to see what will happen, and yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed my reaction to this episode. And if you did, please like and subscribe to the channel. And you can also join my Discord and my Patreon if you want to get early access to my full reactions. So yeah, I'll see you all in the next one. So Take care, guys.